Buy this, save that, invest here. Everyone's got financial advice, but most of it's just utter garbage. And here's why. From skipping lattes to YOLOing into crypto, there's endless financial noise online. Most of it's just hype or recycled myths. Let's break down what's actually useful and what you should ignore. Generic advice always sounds smart and convincing, especially when it comes from someone who seems successful. It spreads quickly because it's easy to repeat and share, but that doesn't make it right for everyone. Everyone's financial situation is different. What works for one person might not work for another. Advice like save 10% of your income only makes sense if you actually have enough left over to save. If you're struggling just to pay rent or cover bills, that number is meaningless and can even make you feel worse. Let's break down some popular advice that sounds smart but doesn't always work in real life. Sometimes what sounds clever in theory can actually backfire when you try to apply it. Take cut out daily coffee. You might save a bit, but if it ruins your morning or social life, is it really worth it? Small joys can be more valuable than tiny savings, and sometimes, that daily coffee is what keeps you going. Or buy a home, it's always an investment. Except when it isn't. Plenty of people lose money on real estate, especially after repairs, taxes, and market dips. Homeownership isn't a guaranteed path to wealth, and then there's credit cards are evil. But credit cards are just tools. Used wisely, they can help build credit, earn rewards, and even provide purchase protection. The real problem isn't the card, it's not knowing how to use it responsibly. So, don't just accept advice at face value, think about what actually works for you. Even solid advice like invest early or live below your means can totally fall flat if it doesn't fit your situation or lifestyle. Sometimes what sounds simple in theory is much harder in practice. Maybe you're juggling student loans, supporting family, or just starting out with a low income. Life can throw curveballs that make even the best advice tough to follow. You might not relate to someone who started investing at 18 with no kids and no debt, and that's okay. Everyone's path is different. The key is to adapt advice to your reality, not force yourself into someone else's plan. Make it work for you. The real goal is to find what works for your life stage, your income, and your goals, not just what worked for someone else on YouTube. Personalize your approach and you'll be much more likely to succeed. Want to know what actually works? It's not just following the crowd. The best financial decisions come from thinking for yourself. You have to ask yourself a few key questions. Every single time you hear advice, no matter who it's from, does this advice really fit my life, my situation, and my goals? Can I actually stick with it day after day, not just once? Is it realistic for me? Is it based on real, proven principles or just hype and empty promises? What's the evidence? And most importantly, is this advice truly right for you? Only you can decide what's best for your future. Most financial advice you see online is recycled, unrealistic, or just designed to go viral, leaving you more confused than before. It's easy to get lost in the noise. The truth? Most of it isn't meant to actually help you. The best advice is to learn, adapt, and build your own plan, one that fits your real life. Because honestly, no one else is living your life or managing your money. Your situation is unique, and your financial journey should be too. So think for yourself. Invest in what fits you. That's how you win in the long run. Ready for your weekly money facts? Then like and subscribe for your fact of fortune.